Welcome to the ITE 1122 Fundamentals of Programming, Week 2, Introduction to Integrated Development Environment. Learning Outcomes. After completing this tutorial, you will learn how to set up the environment for Java programming, as well as how to set up an IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Set up the environment for Java programming. Java is free, open source, and platform independent programming language, and you must install Java Development Kit in order to set up Java in your PC. Set up an integrated development environment. What is an IDE? It is a piece of software that combines all of the developer tools you need into a single graphical user interface called GUI. An IDE is often made up of following components. First one is a source code editor. To help with the development of the software code, a source code editor provides capabilities such as automatic language completion. Okay, what does it mean by automatic language completion? When you are typing the code, the IDE can identify that you are going to type this kind of one and suggest the suitable words for you, as well as syntax highlighting. If there is a syntax, it will be automatically highlighted, as well as the ability to check the defects while code is being typed. Next one is local built automated utilities, which mean it is a simple repeatable process such as generating source code into a binary code, packaging binary code, and performing automated tests can be automated using local built automation utilities. Next one is a debugger. A debugger is a tool for finding bugs in your program by displaying the exact position in the graphical form. There are several IDEs available for Java programming. For an example, IntelliJ IDEA, NetBeans, as well as Eclipse. Okay, let's see how to set up the environment and install an IDE called IntelliJ IDEA by JetBrains. Okay, now I am going to set up the environment for the Java programming. First of all, you must install JDK in your computer. So how to install the JDK? You can simply open your browser, whatever the browser you have. I have the Google Chrome, and the Google you can search for download JDK. Here you can find the first one is the oracle.com. Go to the official oracle.com, and here you can see you have to select the platform. Whether if you have a Linux, you can use Linux platform. If you have the Mac operating system, you can use this one. If you have the Windows operating system, you can select the third tab. Okay, and here I use the 64 installer. You can download it from here. Okay, after that you can double click and open the JDK. Here JDK available. You can double click and open the JDK setup. Okay, here you can press next, and the path is given. If you want, you can change the path. I'm not going to change anything. Just go press next and install the JDK. And you can close. Okay, once you install the JDK, you can confirm that the Java environment is completed successfully or not by going to the command prompt. You can open the command prompt by typing the command, and here you can type Java C. Java C means Java compiler, and press enter. Okay, once you click the Java C and press enter, you can see this kind of usage file. Okay, if this message comes successfully, that means your Java installation is successful. Okay. Sometimes you may get when you're typing the Java C is not identified by internal or external command. That means sometimes your Java installation is complete, but the path is cannot be identified. Okay, if the path is cannot be identified, what you can do is you can go to the installation folder of Java. It's available in the C program files under the Java folder. Whatever the JDK version you have, go to the inside and go to the bin. Inside the bin, here you can find Java C compiler. Okay, this is a Java C compiler. Okay, that means sometimes your command prompt cannot identify. That means your Windows environment cannot identify where is this Java compiler available. Okay, in such a situation, what you can do is you have to set this path in the environment variable. Okay, I will show you how to set up this fun environment variable. What you can do is you can right click somewhere else and copy address as text. Okay, after that, you can right click your computer and go to the properties and go to the advanced system settings and go to the environment variables. Okay, here you can find there is a system variable called path. Okay, go to the edit and click new and paste your path. C program files Java JDK is neat. Okay, since my JDK Java C is working, I am not going to insert this one. If your Java JDK that Java C command is not working totally in the command prompt, you can set this one and OK. Okay. Now I am going to cancel this one since my Java C is working. Okay, next one is you have to install an IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Before going for the Integrated Development Environment, let's see how to compile and run a simple Java program using a traditional notepad. Okay, what you can do is you can open my computer and go to whatever the local drive you have, and I will create a folder here. Let's say UOM, and now I will open a simple notepad. Okay, and you have to save this notepad. Go to the file and go to the save as. Now I am going to save this notepad under my UOM folder. Therefore, I go to this PC and go to the local drive C and select my UOM. Here you have to put a name. Okay, let's say my name is first. You have to put the extension as .java. Okay, and in the save file tab also you have to select all files. Okay, and press save. Okay, now you can see my notepad file saved as first.java. Okay, now I am going to write a simple Java program. Okay, remember that you have to create a class in order to create the Java, in order to run the Java program. Therefore, I'll write this one as class, and the class name should be same as the file name if it is a public class. Okay, don't worry, you will learn what does it mean by public classes and the default classes. Okay, here I put this one as public class. If it's a public class, the name of the class should be same as the name of the file. Okay, and here you have tried the main program. You have tried the main program as public static void main. And there are some arguments. We call it as string type array. Name we put as argument. Let's say args, and open and close the curly braces. And here I write simple output as hello world. System dot out dot println hello world. Okay, this is my program. Now I am going to save this one. Okay, now my program is saved in first.java. Now I can go to the command prompt again. And in the command prompt, now currently you are in the users Varnapura folder. You have to go to this folder, UIM folder. Okay, first of all, you have to go to the back of the C drive. So how to go to back of the C drive? You can use cd /. Okay, now you are in the C drive. However, your file is inside this folder. Therefore, you have to change directory to the UOM. You can use change directory, that means cd, after that UOM. Okay, now you are inside the UOM folder. Now your file is there. Now you can compile this program. How to compile this program? You have to write the Java compiler. Java compiler, you know it is Java C. Type Java C and space. After that, you have to put the name of the file. You can use first.java. And press enter. Okay, now you can find there's a bytecode created. Okay, you will learn later what does it mean by bytecode. Java is open source, that means platform independent programming language. That means this is the bytecode you can work in whatever the platform. That means Linux or Mac OS or whatever the environment, you can use this bytecode. The first.class, we call it as a bytecode. Okay, now you are going to run this bytecode. Remember that run this bytecode, you need a virtual machine called Java Virtual Machine. When you are installing the JDK, Java Virtual Machine will be automatically installed. Okay, therefore you are going to run this bytecode in Java Virtual Machine. How to run this one? You have to put Java Virtual Machine, and after that the bytecode name is first. Do not put the .class, you have to put the first name of the bytecode and press enter. Sorry, mistakenly I put the 2 here, so I need to remove this 2. You have to put Java and first. Okay, now you can see hello world is printed. Now this is our program. Our program is going to print the hello world. Okay, this is the way of running the Java program without an IDE. Okay. Okay, now let's see how to install an IDE. Now I am going to close this one because the environment setup is okay. It's over. Now I am going to install an IDE called IntelliJ IDEA. Here put download IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, IntelliJ IDEA is provided by the Debugging.com. You can click this one, and here you can see Ultimate, and it is 30-day trial, and you can use the community version. Okay, here I use download. Okay, and start the download. It will take a little bit time to install and download. Okay, now my installation is complete. Now I'm going to the folder and double click and install. Okay, now here I press the next and again next and next and install. This will take several minutes to complete depending on your computer's performance. You can finish this one now. After that, you can go to the start button again and open the IntelliJ IDEA. You can type the IntelliJ IDEA, or otherwise now IntelliJ IDEA is available here. Okay, here I confirm that I have read and accept the terms and condition and continue. And after that, you can select a new project. And here you have to select Java. After that, press next. After that, again press next. And you can put the name for your project. Let's say my first project. Likewise, and finish. You can close this tip of the day. Okay, now you will get this kind of environment we call the IDE environment. Okay, here in the left panel you can go to the Explorer of your project. Okay. Here you can find my first project, and there is a folder called source folder available. Okay, if you want to write a particular Java program, you have to write the Java source code inside here SRC folder. Okay. What you can do is you can right click and go to new and select Java class. Here you can put whatever the class name you like. You know, previously I used the first.java, the hello world program. We put it in the notepad. Let's say we are going to run the same program in this IDE. Okay, therefore I put the class name as first. Okay, put the first and press enter. Okay. Now you can see the public class first is created automatically on behalf of you. Okay, but you know that previously when you are typing in notepad, you have to type everything. Okay, but most of code will be automatically generated on behalf of you using IDE. This is one of the advantage in integrated development environment IDE. Okay, and here you have to write main program. I think you know I wrote previously public static void main. Okay, likewise I can write public. You know that when you are typing the public, it identifies you are going to type public. Therefore you can click this one, public. After that, static. Okay, now you can identify static. You can press enter, public static void. Press enter and main, and open and close bracket, and here string. Remember that string S is capital. When you are typing, it identifies the string. After that, open and closing brackets, and after that args. After that, here you have to again open and close the curly brace. Here you have to write the program. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to write system dot out dot println. Here you can write hello world. This is our simple Java program. Okay, Now remember that when you are typing this kind of one, there are several shortcuts available. You do not need to put system.out.println, type this one again and again. Okay, there are shortcuts available in this IDE. What is that shortcut is? You can type S out, S-O-U-T. Type S out and press the tab key in your keyboard. When you press the tab key, it automatically identify you are going to type system.out.println. Okay, and inside here you can write your program. Hello world. Now I think you can identify this one. Now if you want to run this program, what you can do is you can right click and run this file. Okay, now you can see it's going to run this program. Here you can see the output is available. It's hello world. Okay, put something. Hello world. Now I am going to run this one. You can right click and run. If you are going to run this one for the first time, you can right click and go to here. And second time onwards, there is a run button available. You can press this run button. And it will be automatically debug. Not the debug. It will be automatically compile and run this one. Okay. Okay. Let's see another advantage of this IDE. It's available in every IDE called the debugging tool. Okay, how to debug the program. Okay, so debugging tool means that when debug of a program, you can find one by one how the program works. Okay, let's see. Remove this one. Let's try to put simple addition program. Okay, so how to add two numbers. Okay, you will learn later how to add these things. Since now I am going to show how the debugs works, I will put three integer files int A, B, C. A, comma, B, comma, C. Okay. So each of the line you have to put semicolon. Okay, now you have three variables. Okay, first variable A, I will put it as 7. It is integer type variable, value is 7. And the next line I put B is equal 10. Okay. And the next line I put C is equal A plus B. Okay. C is equal A plus B. After that, I'm going to print the answer of my C. Okay, so what you can do is you can write system.out.println. That means out and press tab. And here you can put answer of C is. Now I am going to print this C variable. Okay, after that you can concatenate, that will sign and C. Okay. So this is our simple program of addition of two numbers, add A and B, and put it in a variable called C. Okay. Now I'm going to run the program. The answer of C is 17. That means 10 plus 7 is 17. In the answer is 17. And now I am going to debug this program. Debug means how to consider that program is working line by line. Now there are several lines available. The line by line, how the program works, you can see with the debugging. Okay, debugging is available here. The icon is next to the run icon. Here you can find the debug icon. You can press the debug. When it is asked, it asks the Windows firewall to allow the debugging program. So you have to put the allow access. When you are going to debug, you have to put a breakpoint. Which line onwards you need to debug. So let's say I need the line number 4 and onwards. So I put the breakpoint. I need to see from the line number 4 and onwards how my program works. Okay, then what you can do is you can press this debug. Okay. Now, when you press the debug, you can see you are in the line number 4 now. Now the program is run and stop at line number 4. You can go manually one by one. If you want to go to the line number 5, that means still line number 4 is not executed. That means execute the line number 4 and go to the line number 5 is available in here. Step over, or you can press the F8 button, or you can click this step over button. When you press this button, it automatically execute the line number 4 and go to 5. Okay, now I press this one. You can see the line number 4 has been executed, and it will say your A variable is now 7. Previously there was no any value. Now A is 7. Still B and C, there are no values. They are just initialized, but no values are available. Okay, now I am going to click this step over button again. Then what happens? The line number 5 is going to be executed. Okay, now I press this one. Okay, now line number 5 executed. Now you can see the B value is 10. Previously A value is 7. Now the B value is 10. Okay, still C is unknown. Okay, when you execute the line number 6, the C value is going to be set. Okay, now I am going to press this one. Now you can see the line number 6 is executed. Now the C value is 17. Okay. After that, you can print this line. Okay. Until you print this line in the console, you can see there is no any output. That means answer is whatever the one. Okay. Now I go to the debugger here and click this step over. Okay. That means this line has been executed. Now you can go to your console and you can see the answer is 17 is printed. Okay, this is how a simple program is going to be debugged. And this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you.